So most nights I'd climb into bed totally wiped out, but the second my head hit the pillow, my brain would kick into overdrive. I'd just lie there staring at the ceiling, doing the math on how little sleep I was gonna get. I tried everything, less caffeine, white noise, meditation apps. None of it stuck. None of it made a real difference. So I started looking for something more structured, something that could actually retrain my sleep habits instead of just tossing me a handful of random tips. That's when I came across Stellar Sleep, and lately I've never slept better. So I want to talk about what Stellar Sleep is, what it felt like to stick with it, and the difference I noticed after a few weeks. If you're dealing with the same long nights I was, maybe this gives you something real to try. So here's the quick version. Stellar Sleep is an app that guides you through something called CBT-I, which is Cognitive Behavioral Therapy for Insomnia. Don't let the name scare you off. It's basically just a structured program that helps you reset your sleep habits and break through patterns that keep you awake at night. And this is not just another checklist of turn off your phone, drink less coffee. I've done all of that. This felt different because it's built to walk you step by step through real changes. Everything is laid out on the app in plain English, broken into small daily lessons that don't feel overwhelming. What stood out to me is that it's self-guided. There's no scheduling appointments, no waiting weeks to see someone. I just downloaded it, and right away it set me up with something tailored to my sleep patterns. Now, the first step was a quick sleep quiz. It took about 5 minutes, and it asked the kind of questions that hit close to home, like how often do I wake up in the middle of the night? Or how long do I lie there before finally falling asleep? And then from there, it mapped out a simple routine for me to follow every day. And those daily steps felt manageable. Short lessons, one clear action, and just enough explanation so I knew why I was doing it. No heavy science, no walls of text. Now, week 1, I tried out a few different techniques. Stimulus control, which basically means you don't stay in bed tossing and turning. If you're awake, you get up until you're sleepy again. Then cognitive restructuring, which is just a way of stopping those spirals, where you lie there worrying about how little sleep you're getting. And then there's sleep restriction therapy. And that one threw me off at first, because the idea is to limit your time in bed to match the actual sleep you're getting. So if you only sleep 5 hours, you only give yourself 5 hours in bed. It's tough the first few nights, not gonna lie, but it built up that pressure to sleep, and after a few days, I was knocking it out way faster. The app also gave me tools to keep things on track, a sleep journal to log my nights, relaxation exercises I could use before bed, and progress tracking so I could see the change adding up. The only thing I really wish it had was like a live coach or someone to check in with, but even without that, the structure kept me from feeling like I was on my own. Now, of course, the next question is, what does it cost you something like this? So if you pay up front for the full program, it runs about $180. Or if you'd rather not jump in all at once, they've got a monthly option at around $60. I started out with the free trial. It's 7 days to see if it even works. And that was plenty enough time to tell me whether I'd actually stick with it. Plus, they've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you're not locked in if it doesn't click. Now, it's not pocket change, but when I compared it to the cost of seeing like a sleep specialist, it felt like money very well spent. And at least I knew I was following something that had structure behind it. And if price is the thing holding you back, they do have a financial assistance program. I thought that was a nice touch. Oh, by the way, if you do decide to check it out, I dropped a link down in the description, and that one usually gets you a better deal than if you went straight to their website. So feel free to check that one out. So when I was looking into sleep programs, there's another name that kept popping up, Sleepio RX. Now this one's also based on CBT-I, but the catch is you need a doctor's prescription to get it. It's FDA cleared, which definitely gives it that extra medical stamp of approval, but it also means that you've got to go through your provider, wait for paperwork, and then finally get access. With Stellar Sleep, I didn't have to deal with any of that. I just signed up and got started. I was just exhausted. I needed something that I could start right away. So here's how I put it. If you want the most clinical, fully supervised route, Sleepio RX is probably the way to go. But if you're looking for something you can begin it tonight that still feels credible and structured, Stellar Sleep has the edge. So here's where it landed for me. That first week had some rough spots, especially the sleep restriction part. But once I pushed through that, things started to really improve. I wasn't lying awake for hours anymore. I was falling asleep faster, waking up less, and mornings didn't feel so much like a fight. Now, it didn't magically fix everything overnight. I still have the odd rough night here and there, but the difference is I don't spiral. I know what to do when it happens, and I don't just lie there being pissed off. And it makes me feel like I'm finally back in control of my sleep instead of the other way around. If you're hoping for an instant fix, this is not that. But if you're ready to actually retrain your habits and give it a fair shot, Stellar Sleep is the first thing that really worked for me. And if you want to try it yourself, I dropped a link down in the description. That one usually gets you a better deal than just going straight through their site. Also, if you're interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. And if you've been dealing with the same sleepless nights like I was, drop a comment, let me know what's been the hardest part for you. I do read through all of them, and I'd be happy to share what worked for me if it helps. If this video gave a clearer picture of stellar sleep, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more reviews like this. Thanks you so much for watching, have a good night's sleep, and I will see you in the next one.